Hey everybody, welcome back, my adventurer family. Story time for sure. I know, anytime I have a story time, I got my Starbucks. Of course, it's not paid advertisement for Starbucks, but I got my Starbucks. So, I've been doing a lot of traveling. The last few videos I've been doing was Disneyland, which I still have more of that. A couple weeks later, I left and went to Mexico. And this video is about my trip to Cancun, Mexico. And I stayed at the Ava Resort Cancun, which they just opened June the 1st. And this was their soft opening. Baby, when we say soft opening, that thing was a Slurpee. It was a melted ice cream. It was, I'm just going to hold this because I don't know if the shirt is rubbing against it, but it was for sure melted ice cream that I'm slurping up with a straw. Okay. As a travel agent, would I recommend that resort? As of, if we were to speak today, would I recommend that resort? Heck no. Heck no. Okay? I would not. And I'm just going to break it down. If you can stick with me for maybe about 10 minutes, I will break it down for you. So, again, this was a soft opening. I went to Ava Resorts, which is in Cancun, Mexico. You know, I always got my notes to keep my mind straight. So they opened up June 1st. I went June 9th through the 13th. And Ava, which I end up learning as I went there and talked to people and kind of trying to understand what is really going on. I learned that Ava Resorts is under AIC Hotel Group, which is the Hard Rocks, the Unico, Taboo, like all of that is together. And so, of course, people love Hard Rock resorts. And a lot of the people that were there were a mix, very little travel agents, but it was some travel agents. But majority of them were Hard Rock members that had the membership. And so they had told them to come over, try out this resort. Now, mind you, this property is humongous. It's humongous. It's 2 parts to it. And it's huge, okay? Lots of walking. And so out of all the rooms that they're supposed to have, only 400 was available. I think they were saying like it's supposed to be a little over 1,400 or 1,700 rooms or whatever. So with that being said, only 400. And some of the rooms aren't even done. And all of the rooms have ocean view. So when you come out on your balcony, it's ocean view. Mind you, the resort is huge. The vibe is beautiful. But they not ready. From what I'm hearing and speaking to employees and speaking to Hard Rock members, that this hotel has been in the making for a long time. And because they had pushed the dates back further and further and further, they had no choice but to open it up June 1st. No ifs, ands, buts about it. So, first reason I said it's not ready, and I would say no, I would not bring people, is because the building's not complete. Like, when I say not complete, some parts don't have ceilings to it. Construction workers are still on there. Like, you got the construction equipment still on there. Things aren't finished. Flooring's not done. You have electricians walking around, plumbers walking around. From what I heard, like the first couple of days when they first opened, they didn't even have hot water for a little bit, on and off. Like, it's not done. When we were there, I mean, even to the point that they were doing construction at like midnight. And you could hear the drills and all that. And I'm like, are we serious right now? Like, wow. But they are pushing it to the limit where they have to have stuff up. Like, if you go on their website, they're promising that the teens club and the kids club, the space will officially be done by July. Baby, it's June 19th. I don't think so. Even getting to the spa area, the elevator doesn't work. So if you're handicapped, it's really not handicap accessible. But if you're like handicapped, you can't even get, like, I lied to you not. We saw them carrying people down in a wheelchair down the steps because the elevator was not ready. And it's like in the dungeon, the spa. But yeah, anyway, so the building is not complete. And that's just the side that we were in. We have a whole nother side that's not done. And when I say this property is big, it's bigger than a football field, for sure. It's huge. It's a lot of walking. From my room on to where, you come down in the lobby. Oh my God, it's a walk. Like, if you forget something upstairs, it's just going to stay upstairs because nobody's going back. But the good thing about it is, I guess what they call like their buffet section, which was the max. Our elevator, like, to come down steps was right outside of there. The only thing is that it was supposed to be open longer than what it was, but I think because of staff and just not being ready, it wasn't open as long as it was supposed to be, especially in the evening. The only evening food options we had was room service because majority, after you finish your main dining at the specialty restaurants, it was no pizza spot, no nothing like that. You just had to order through room service. So the first reason was the building not complete. Second, leaking. Water leaked everywhere. Like, you could just be walking down, bloop, hit you straight in the forehead. I've had that happen a couple times. I've had it hit me in my lip. I thought I was going to get a bump. Okay? And it's leaking from the sprinkler unit. We had a leak from the jacuzzi because every room has a jacuzzi tub on the balcony. So it was leaking from a couple floors above us down into our balcony, which means that we didn't get to go on the balcony at all because we had flooding at all for our 4 days, 3 nights we're there. Not at all. We didn't get to go on the balcony. We didn't get to get in our jacuzzi on the balcony. Nothing because it was leaking. When I say everywhere on the main floor, leaking. Water spots on the floor, everywhere, water everywhere. The workers were always mopping because everything was always leaking. So 2, the leaking. 3, entertainment. What? It was barely entertainment. You had one lady that came out at the pool that did a workout. They had the kayaks in their man-built bay because you don't have access to the beach. So if you're a type of person who wants beach access, it's a no at this point. You ain't getting none. I don't know if they're going to open up later or what, but it's none. And the way that the seaweed come up on there and it smells, you probably don't want to get in that water anyway at this point in time and during the season. But excuse my hair, you guys, sorry. But yeah, no real entertainment. Like I said, they did have a swim-up bar that was open. They had the full food up on, if you set up on the deck area, they had wings, burgers, and I can put some pictures there. But yeah, they had those options. Yeah, no, it was no real entertainment. At nighttime, they did have somebody who came, a couple of entertainment people and a DJ who came to show you how to do the salsa and all their merengue dance and all that other stuff of how to do that. If that's what you call the dancing, I'm sorry. But they taught you how to do that. And then from like 9 to 10, they switched it over to the DJ, and you can make requests on what you hear, because if it was up to the DJ, it was just going to be all like Hispanic music being played. So you can make recommendations. We made recommendations because we didn't want to hear that all the time. So my homegirl was like, yeah, let's get some line dancing going on. So the booty call, the cha-cha slide, like she recommended all that, got the people on the dance floor. They were, I mean, she got the party pumping with her selections that she put up, for sure. And I did enjoy learning how to dance and doing that. So I did have fun with that, but the party ended and stopped about maybe 10 o'clock. One night people was like, more songs, more songs, more songs, more songs. And so, oh, I didn't even realize that bag was there. And so they requested more songs, and they did. They played it. They extended it until 10:30, but the entertainment ends very quickly. Online, they promise you a nightclub. How about the nightclubs all the way on the other side that has not even been started yet? So you didn't have any nightclubs. As far as for kids, I talked to some of the guests that were there with children, and they were just saying how like it just, they barely had stuff for the kids. They learned Spanish. They had the water slide for them. And now one cool thing that I thought was nice, they built a robot. I thought that was amazing. I thought that was a good idea. But other than you dancing and getting your dance on, yeah, it's a no. Yep, it's going to be a no. Yeah, it's going to be a no. It just wasn't enough to do. And definitely they just weren't ready. I mean, even the staff, they were overwhelmed. They were putting out fires. When I say putting out fires, because those Hard Rock clients, they weren't playing. Like, they were like, this is not on the standard of what Hard Rock does, or Unico, or anything else. So what you're serving, we don't want any of that. I mean, it was one guest that we were talking to, and they were staying one more night, and then they were leaving to go to Unico. They were taking their family, and they were leaving to go to Unico. Because they did not, when I say did not, they did not want to stay another night at that place. I mean, TVs weren't working for some people. I mean, this is stuff that literally at the pool, because all we had to do really for entertainment was just talk to each other. Like, the music, it was no real music being played at the pool. They just had like a little, how you just play music in the background. That was about it that they had at the pool. And people were not feeling that. They did not want to deal with that. They wanted entertainment. They wanted entertainment. They wanted to dance. They wanted to have fun. They wanted to have the party. Like, all of that, and they were not giving any. When I say any of that, the DJ came just a little bit. They did play a few games at the pool, but it's nothing like what anyone would be used to. And again, I feel that it's credited to them rushing the opening. It has potential. I'm gonna say it again. It has potential. But as of right now, Now, because of those things I listed, like I said, the building's not complete, the leaking, I forgot to tell you, the ceiling fell in the elevator, and the ceiling fell in the gift shop. So the gift shop was closed for about a day and a half. Entertainment and the construction at night, those were the main things. And again, because it was just so overwhelming for the workers, but I would hands down say the pros of staying here and what's making me want to come back when everything is completed next year, for sure, is the customer service. Because even with all that was going on, everybody that worked there had a smile on their face. They were very pleasant. They tried to do anything that they could do to really satisfy the customer and really, help out to make the experience even better. And I thought that was amazing, because anybody else, if it's like a poop show, that's how people feel. It's a poop show, so I'm going to experience and I'm going to show and display a poop show. But they didn't. They kept a smile on their face. They were very pleasant. They heard you out. They didn't cut you off. They weren't nasty. They weren't raggedy. None of that. So customer service, for sure. 5 thumbs up, because that was amazing. Another pro was the room service. One day me and my homegirl, we just stayed in the room the whole day and did room service. And when I say the room service was amazing, because it had a full menu. Not a lot of room services had full menus. So sometimes it's just pizza, burgers, that type of stuff. No, full menu. You get everything that you get downstairs in the buffet type section, you can get upstairs. So, to come to your room. So that was great. So I did enjoy that. And again, for the stuff like the robotics club that they had, or building the robots for the kids, I thought that was amazing, because I would love to bring my kids back to do something like that. And I haven't heard of any resorts really building robots. So I thought that was a nice thing. And they did have a bowling alley. Bowling alley was not included in the all-inclusive stay. It was a little pricey the later that you did go, but they did have that open, and it seemed like that was enjoyable for people to do. It was a bummer, because they did promote on the website about having 14 plus restaurants on this location, and they only have 4 open. So, yeah, that was another little bummer part about it. But the 4 restaurants, the customer service and all of that was on point. The food wasn't bad. It just needed a little more seasoning. And definitely my homegirl, she that's all she kept telling them, like, don't be scared to season this food. Season it. Come on. We on vacation. We know y'all season it when y'all get home. So season it here. Season the food. But we understand everybody's palate is different, so they can't really go ham on it. Now, it was the last day where we had to raise some cane the last night, because, again, it was flooding. We didn't get to go on a balcony. We didn't put in 4 reports. And they kept saying it's fixed, it's fixed, it's fixed. No, it's still dripping. It's still flooding on our balcony. I'm hearing drip, drop all night long, all day. So finally, we raised a little cane, because we were trying to be patient. We were trying to be kind and, really just relax. But we did raise cane, and they ended up compensating us. So we are supposed to have 3 nights. Now, I'm not going to lie. They didn't give us our certificate when we left on the 13th. So up till today, from the 13th up till today, I have been fighting with them to get the certificate. We got the certificate today. But why they put the wrong amount of nights? They said 2. It was supposed to be 3, which my homegirl recorded the man saying 3. So hopefully we can get that rectified as soon as possible. But would I go back? Absolutely, because it's going to be phenomenal. The potential of this space is going to be amazing for weddings, conferences, family. It's just great. It's for all ages. It's going to be hitting for all ages. So I do look forward. In their spa, we did a tour of the spa. The spa is a 2-floor, which I'm going to do a separate video on that. But when I say it's going to be phenomenal, it's going to be phenomenal. It really is. But they opened that thing up too soon, and that can leave a bad taste in people's mouths. But the good thing about it that I was hearing from guests is that they are going to come back, because they want to see the finished product. They just feel that it was just too soon. And so they will be having a lot of people come back and enjoy and things like that. So definitely stay tuned with that. We are going to go back, and when we go back, it's not going to be until 2025. But I'm excited about doing that. But as of right now, as a travel agent, I am not going to recommend this location to any of my clients until 2025, when I know it is open and ready to roll. And I do appreciate you guys sitting through this video with me. Again, it's going to be phenomenal. Oh, and I want to definitely give a shout out to concierge Elizabeth and Jocelyn, because they were very, very, very helpful. And they did help us as far as answering questions, giving us tours, and trying to get things rectified. And at front desk, Miss Marlene and Angel, the bartender at Digits, he was the bomb.com. So those are four that for sure is they were amazing, and they did make our stay pleasurable. And I don't remember the two young men who taught us the different, dances, the salsa and all that other stuff. But shout out to them, because they were very kind and they were very nice, and they did that. I mean, my knee is still hurting from dancing. Okay, I told them I'm almost 40. I can't do it. But again, as of right now, it's a no for me. Okay? It's a no. Do they have potential? And is that thing about to be the bomb.com when it's completed fully? Oh, yeah. Will I go back? For sure. I will be going back. And it's not because they gave us the free nights, but it's because I want to experience it at its full potential. So thank you again. Make sure you like, follow. I hope this is an honest review for you guys. Again, like I said, next year is going to be amazing. That's when I would go. My recommendation, as of right now, no. But yeah, I hope you guys like it, share it, and definitely pass the word on. Again, nothing to beat down this resort or anything. I'm just saying why I, at this point, would not be recommending this to my clients. In the future, 2025, for sure, I will. Once I go back and review it again, I for sure, if everything's hitting and the dots are hitting the I's and the T's are crossing, I will recommend. Will it be ready in 2025? For sure. Will it be a go? For sure. But right now, no. And again, it's not to beat down Ava or any of the AIC hotel group, but just right now, no. Again, thank you for watching. Make sure you share, follow, and like. I will talk to you guys later. Stay tuned for the spa tour. The spa is going to be phenomenal. For sure. Like, legit. So stay tuned for that video. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.